Graduates and guests, may we have your attention, please? Convocation is about to begin. If you have a mobile device or pager with you, please turn it off or silence it during the ceremony. Thank you for your attention and congratulations. If able, please rise.
We wish to acknowledge this land on which the University of Toronto operates. For thousands of years, it has been the traditional land of the Huron-Wendat, the Seneca, and the Mississaugas of the Credit. Today, this meeting place is still the home to many Indigenous people from across Turtle Island, and we are grateful to have the opportunity to work on this land. We are also grateful to have the opportunity to celebrate the achievements of our scholars who graduate today. On their behalf, let us express gratitude for the support of their families and friends, and for the faculty and staff who have guided them in their pursuit of knowledge. Whatever our own traditions, let us reflect as we proceed through the convocation ceremony on the many years of effort, sacrifice, and success that have brought us to this time of celebration. In concilium Universitatis Torontonensis vocati sumus. Graduates, please remain standing. All guests, please be seated.
Insignissime cancellari, praesento tebi hosce scholares ut admentantur a gradus verios, testoque eos quod omnia qua statuta requirunt aptus et idionos esse.
Ad perfectum huius provinciae, huiusque magnae patriae, et ad perfectum omnium nationum omnibus in terras coniunctarum, ego, ex auctoritate mihi et toti universitate commissa, admisso vos a gradus varios, quorum jura vopisto, et peto quaque ut omnia conficiatus munera quae ad illos gradus pertinent.
Graduates, please be seated. Bonjour, Annie, bonjour and hi. My name is Alexandra Gillespie, and it is my great privilege to serve the University of Toronto as Vice President and Principal of the University of Toronto, Mississauga. Today, I have the additional privilege of assisting our President, Professor Merritt Gertler, in conducting this convocation. The university is an institution with deep historical roots and many enduring traditions. Among those is the use of the language of the medieval university in today's wonderful celebration. For those in attendance who are less fluent in Latin than I am, I did it at university, a translation may be helpful. It is actually helpful for me as well, because I forgot it since I did it at university. For my part, apparently I said, "Most distinguished Chancellor, I present to you these scholars that they may be admitted to the various degrees, and I bear witness that, as far as all things which the statutes require, they are fit and suitable." Much more significantly, from the standpoint of the graduating class, the President then replied, "To the benefit of this province, this great country, and to the worldwide community of nations, I, by the authority vested in me and in the whole university, admit you to your various degrees, grant you the rights, and ask of you the responsibilities of doing all those things which pertain to those degrees." And what that means is that as my first order of business, I am able to salute you, the graduating class of 2025 from the University of Toronto, Mississauga. That's it, you're done. Huge congratulations. I'd also like to bid a warm welcome to everyone who has joined us here in historic Convocation Hall. Graduates, today the University of Toronto is formally recognizing your hard work, your accomplishments, your perseverance, and this milestone. Each of you, as a member of the graduating class, is joining an exceptional family of University of Toronto alumni. U of T has a global community of over 700,000 alumni in 196 countries. They are the university's living legacy and our greatest ambassadors. U of T alumni serve in leadership roles in every corner of the globe and in every walk of life. They are prime ministers, justices, scholars, authors, community and business leaders, scientists and professionals of every description. Their endeavours have shaped the world we live in and the way that we understand that world. We have no doubt that the University of Toronto's high international standing can be attributed to generations of dedicated and very talented faculty and staff members, some of whom are up here. But we also know that this reputation has been built by our alumni, a group that now includes every one of you. So to the graduating class, let me say thank you. Thank you for your many contributions to the university while you were a student, and thank you for what you will do as members of Canada's largest, and I believe somewhat partially, most distinguished alumni community. One more word of thanks is in order. I'm sure that all graduates share a sense of gratitude to the friends and family members who have helped bring them to this special day. And so I would ask them to join me and the platform party in thanking those friends and family with a very vigorous round of applause. Woo! Let me continue with a request. One of the distinguishing features of the University of Toronto Convocation is that graduates come forward individually to be recognised. We ask you then to leave the stage using the ramp and exit out the door and around the hall. At that point, you will turn left and quietly re-enter the hall as your peers continue to be recognised. While you do this, I encourage you to think of the very last person to be on stage. And I understand that that will be Abner Jesse Ivasco. Abner? There he is. There he is. Think about him. In fact, stand up, Abner. There you go. Take a good look. Woo! Remember him and return to your seat. Thank you for your understanding and assistance, and once more, warmest congratulations. It is now my privilege to introduce today's Convocation speaker, Professor Alana Ogata. Dr. Ogata joined U of T as an assistant professor in 2021, appointed to UTM's Department of Chemistry and Department of Chemical and Physical Sciences. There, she leads a research program that centers on the development of advanced diagnostic technologies with a focus on applications for women's health. Dr. Ogata values equity, diversity, and inclusion and leads a research team of graduate and undergraduate students with a focus on learning, leadership, and collaboration. Among other accolades, she has been awarded the 2022 John Polanyi Prize in Chemistry, recognizing her as an outstanding early-stage researcher. Please welcome Professor Ogata to the podium.
Good morning, and thank you for that wonderful introduction. It really is such a privilege to stand here today and speak to you, and to all the family, friends, and loved ones, and most importantly, the graduating class of 2025. Congratulations again. You've done it. Today is a happy day for everyone. And while only a few of you know me, I have something in common with many of you. You came to U of T a few years ago to start the next chapter of your journey, and I was doing the same. In the summer of 2021, I moved to Toronto after finishing my postdoctoral work at Boston researching chemistry for the COVID-19 pandemic. And I was so excited to begin the next stage of my dream, which I'd held for years, to run a research program and to train the next generation of scientists to be curious and collaborate, independent thinkers. I was excited to walk into a classroom full of students and see their eyes light up, and to have a lab buzzing with energy with trainees running around doing experiments. But like you, the beginning of that dream didn't look the way I imagined. I moved in the middle of lockdowns, and on my first day, the campus building was completely empty. There was no one there to help me, no students, no colleagues, just silence. It wasn't what I expected, and I imagine for many of you, it wasn't what you hoped for either. You started your journey in a world that felt dark and uncertain. Starting at U of T during a pandemic, most of you were still learning from your bedrooms. Others wore masks to class, missed out on the usual rituals of university life, and most of you didn't even get a proper high school graduation, which is why today is even more special. We are all here. You are here. And that alone is something worth celebrating. If there's one thing I've learned these past 4 years, it's that we are all capable, and you graduates are capable. Capable of adapting, of persevering, of moving forward, and you sitting here is proof that despite in the face of unprecedented challenges, you are capable of moving towards your dreams. What I've also learned is that you don't have to do it alone. When I walked into that empty campus building, I felt alone, but I had friends and family who were a phone call away. And there was one person in that building, a cafeteria worker, who came up to me and said hi. And almost every day we would check in on each other and just have a warm human conversation. We did that for many days during the lockdown months. I wasn't really alone, and neither were you. For you, maybe there was a parent in the bedroom next door, or a friend who texted you to check in, or the one person on Zoom who turned on their camera when no one else did. This is what community can look like. And it doesn't always look the way you expect, but it is important. And now, look at where we are. Take in the energy of this room and all these people. You can't get this feeling from a computer screen. And so yes, these years have shown you are capable and you don't have to do this alone. So now comes the next step towards your dreams, and I don't know what the future looks like for you. I have no idea what it looks like for me. Time, I've learned, is the most unpredictable and wonderful ingredient in life. It brings new challenges and it enables growth and evolution. Time is the difference between who you were 4 years ago and who you are sitting now. Time is the difference between a graduation over a computer screen and a hall filled with loving faces. Time keeps moving forward, and so we all must keep moving forward, and you must keep moving forward. And I must keep moving forward, although I do have to remind myself that sometimes because I'm still working towards my dreams, and the challenges keep coming every day. And there are obstacles I just don't feel prepared for, and the world continues to feel heavy and dark. And sometimes I'm not sure whether I'm doing enough or whether it matters. But it's truly a privilege to teach in higher education, not only because of the immense responsibility I have to uphold values of scholarly excellence, academic freedom, and equity and inclusion, but because now, when I get to step into a classroom and I see my students, in their eyes, I see stars. And when I look into the audience today, I see thousands of stars that light up the darkness, and all I feel is hope. Hope that this world will be a better place and that we are the solution to making it better. And so I keep moving forward. Graduates, you are shining so brightly today, and when the celebrations are over and you move on to the next step of your journey, remember that you shine brightest when you bring your authentic self to the world. And when the world comes back to you and feels heavy and dark, find your community, build your community. Because when you surround yourself with other stars, that darkness doesn't feel so dark. And finally, if you see a star next to you fading, find ways to help them, lift them up. Remember the power you have in small actions that create spaces of joy and safety, like a passing conversation in a cafeteria. We should empathize with the weak and the struggling, because when you shine, you light up the space around you. But when we all shine, we can light up a night sky. We can create constellations amongst each other that tell stories, and we can see galaxies we never thought possible. So, class of 2025, as you move on today, I'm very excited. I'm very excited to walk outside and see what that new night sky looks like, full of new stars. Congratulations again, class of 2025. Keep shining bright, and thank you for this opportunity to speak.
I'm Professor Naomi Adiv. I'll be reading names. Please bear with us a moment as our graduating students approach the stage. We thank you for your patience. Mr. President, I have the honor to present to you the following candidates from the University of Toronto, Mississauga. Certainly. We'll try one more time. I have the honor to present to you the following candidates from the University of Toronto, Mississauga, who are being admitted to the degree of Honors Bachelor of Science. Isha Amer. Syed Mudassir Abbas. Kanza Abbasi. Mariam Abdelgader El-Kindari. Amal Abdi. Safa Abdul Qayyum. Let's see if I can do it this way. Amir Abdul Sattar. Mariam Abid Hussein. Hadia Abla. Leen Magdi Abu Talib. Reina Abu Amara. Emmanuel Akwewe. Ananya Aditya. Rita Afshal. Sofia Agostino. Radhika Agrawal. Luz Marina Celine Aguirre Lemos. Alina Ahmad. Sarah Ahmad. Mohammed Abdul Rahim Uddin Ahmed. Meisha Ajaz. Abisola Ajibola. Leah Christina Akung. Beruz Akbari. Safa Akhtar. Ekendili Chukwu Jideofor Akuneme. Aisha Abimbola Alabi. Hafsa Ali Alamagan. Yara Al-Arud. Omar Farhad Alawadi. Francine Feliciano Albaria. Wasim Al-Dawalibi. Elias George Alexopoulos. Matthew Haber Alfonso. Kareem Alfi. Nora Abdul Mohsen Al-Harbi. Syed Basim Sadi Al-Hashmi. Maria Ali. Zainab Ali. Haris Aljik. Luna Alcabra. Abdelrahman Al-Kawas. Liali Al-Krenawi. Jasmine Sophia Allen. Sarah Isam Al-Masri. Mateo Bordalin Almeida. Mohammed Motasim Al-Mesri. Aya Mazin Al-Musawi. Sarah Mohammed Al-Nouri. Sophia Maria Alonzi. Mariam Al-Ramadan. Dua Qasim Al-Shaibani. Zainab Al-Zubaydi. Noor Unisa Amanullah. Ala Amar. Linverley Parafina Amat. Abdul Rashid Aminullah. Rose Amir Por. Claudia Amoako. Sabrina Sarai Amundarain. Shivani Anand. Minusan Anand Taraja. Carl Bong Alexander Lazaro Andres. Darian Valentino Benjamin Matthew Andrews. Muhammad Afan Anis. Hannah Sophia Ang. Louise Adele Anselmo. Shishir Aravindan. Nicole Stephanie Arias. Suhani Arjun. Haley Catherine Armstrong. Lavisha Aurora. Madison Aruda Oliveira. Madeo Arya Arturi. Saria Assad. Safa Oscar. Hani Ahmed Asim. Paula Atala. Mid Alimum Naim Atik. Alyssa Paige Atkinson. Amber Kenya Atkinson. Imanpreet Kaur Aulak. Ayela Ayaz. Inam Mohammed Azizur Rahman. Arvin Azodi. Natalia Sushel Brianne Azor. Aya Mehdi Balbaki. Shahad Moiz Badr. Laya Baria. Yaldana Baibolova. Lujin Bakri. Muhammad Hazim Iman bin Bakri. Keshant Balachandran. Avin Balan. Nicholas Alexander Baldassini. Tishika Balinteran. Jessica Yi Bardari. Nicole Alana Marie Barlow. Kalsum Bashari. Emma Bassish. Alexander Francesco Basile. Gershan Singh Bedi. Anne Sophie Bedos. Julia Bahari Singh. Thank you. Hamza Bahari. Jaskaran Singh Bamra. Mahima Bhatia. Shazil Ali Bhatti. Humaid Nafis Bayat. Kaushal Bingaradya. Naima Aisha Bhuta. Irene Aphrodite Bibiris. Jasleen Kaur Binning. Ali bin Sauban. Thank you. Alva Mary Burkett. Natalie Yogita Bishun. Abigail Mona Christina Blackford. Jordan Blatt. Vanessa Agnieszka Bogacki. Michaela Christiana Bonilla. Tessa Katharina Bonnet. Peyton Dawn Bouvier. Aisha Olamide Brahimo. Valentina Elena Mercedes Bravo. Savita Devi Anita Margaret Brickman Maxwell. Erin Delaney Briggs. Emily Katerina Brunette. Samantha Nicole Bruno. Syed Umar Bukhari. Ashley Donna Burns. Mateus Kyber Buse. Muhammad Adan Butt. Maya Buttigieg. Brooke Dolores Camilleri. Anushka Kanjivaram Sukumar. Conrad Neil Amalat Cananeo. Elaine Cow. Junhan Cow. Naila Carolina Gonsalves Calvallo. Sofia Casquillo. Lauren Paige Katanis. Madison Caulfield. Francis Ian Cedro. Rawan Charani. Ishani Chakrabarti. Alejandra Fatima Chamal Ramos. Lauren Aaron Chan. Mark Andrew Joseph Chan. Natalie Sumyi Chan. Susan Chan. Shaywi Chan. Angie Catherine Chananga Cortez. Sri Saran Chandramuli. Chi N Chang. Hangwei Chang. Tian Xin Chang. Yining Chang. Megan Wan Yi Chan Savang. Anson Nicholas Chow. Juveria Abrar Charolia. Manjat Singh Chauhan. Anant Sebolu. Chelsea Chi Atau. Kennedy Louise Cheek. Chun Kai Chen. Jiayi Chen. Joshua Chen. Sabrina Chen. Vicky Chen. Wengqi Chen. Chinyu Chen. Yinyo Chen. Zeisheng Chen. Edward Chang. Rutong Chang. Sachin Chikara. Pahul Sheena. Tamira Simone Chin. Yi Chi Cho. Malaika Kamar Chowdhury. Chingtang Charlotte Chow. Sabrina Hei Chow. Ayan Chowdhury. Kenaz Christian. Ada Changyan Chu. Calvin Chia Kian Chu. Avery Hannah Ko Chua. Kylie Margaret Ramos Chua. Maxwell Kyle Clements. Andrew Nick Cole. Ethan James Cook. Sabrina Coppinger. Kalea Favon Cornwall. Karina Shayna Correa. Jacob Anthony Costa. James Nathaniel Cox. Lucas Alexander Crispino. Kan Hang Kui. Evie Churchia. Tarkan Ahmed Dai. Kiara Hazel Dango. Ellen Darbinian. Kalisha Akilarizta Darmawan. Enes Dede. Morgan Rachel DeJuso. Bennett Ashby Della Rosa. Christina Maria Michaela DeMello. Alex Denisov. Ashley Ranika Deonandam. Isabella Dercole. Kushi Desai. Krishna Vipul Desai. Jaditya Dev. Presha Dev. Jai Day. Priya Kaur Danoa. Gurveen Kaur Dillon. Eunice Daniela Diaz Cardenas. Janine Drew Barcoma Dignos. Murat Deacon. Boywan Ding. Allison Yvonne Ditchburn. Anna Luisa La Devarjak. Jacob Nicholas Dumar. Andre Michael Drojd. Allison Ann D'Souza. Benjamin Frank D'Souza. Nestor Damien D'Souza. Lillian Duman. Karen Elizabeth Maria Dumochel. Muskan Duneja. Tin Chan Duong. Sophia Rita Ann Duronio. Abida Hania Adun. Salma Amr El Etrebi. Najma El Hag. Malik El Huzail Abid. Talia Moret Marie Humphreys Eliazu. Bara Elkin. Sophia Grace Ellicott. Hasti Eskandarinajad. Homa Esmailpour. Diego Alejandro Estrada. Alina Fakuri. Tea Elisa Falzata. Arvin Mohammed Farsiad. Adina Fatima. Javeria Fatima. Chilin Kasha Fenton Sickle. Stephanie Maya Ferens Tilton. Alona Rose Fernandez. Elizabeth Finkenstein. Vanessa Margaret Finnerty. Jakub Fisher. Diego Angel Flores. Leslie Alejandra Flores Castillo. Grace Annika Herta Fontaine. Nicholas Andres Fragoso Wanduraga. Jiajun Fu. William Christopher Fung. Dylan Jacob Gallego. Zimba Mark Jr. Jedediah Ashanti Galloway. Pari Shital Kumar Gandhi. Sonia Gandhi. Selena Gangaram. Boberjan Botirovich Ganyev. Ruichi Gao. Quincy Richard Antonio Garcia. Mark Allen Gallo. Gay Gay. Pei Shui Gay. Alyssa Johanna Gensemeyer. Aaron Matthew Germain. Abtin Gajaria Sepanlu. Stephen Alexander Gandur. Chanandeep Kaur Guman. Irvanber Singh Gill. Jessica Gill. Omya Bando Padaya Gol. Shivank Gol. Abigail Gomez. Carolina Isabella Gonzalez. Christady Marie Gonzalez Motia. Shona Goodkin. Jeremy Glenn Goslin. Victoria Nicole Gracie. Sidone Olivia Grange. Navroop Grewal. Nishan Singh Grewal. Ernest Michael Grow. Sarah Kathleen Graniewski. Yufan Gu. Mengyao Gui. Mejizi Guo. Suyang Guo. Yutong Guo. Juan Josue Gutierrez Moreno. Malik Farid Habibi Babadi. Samar Habli, Talha Hafiz, Nur Haj Ibrahim, Rawan Hussam Haju, Mitchell Drew Hall, Aaron Elizabeth Halter, Abdullah Hamasni, Ali Hamdan, Nur Haitam Hamad, Mohammed Hamza, oh, hello, Ernest Hamzaj, Lawrence Yuliang Han, Fiona Hanasava, Angad Harish, Edrin Hassaj, Samir Hashemi, Mohadis Fazal Hashmi, Ahmed El-Subki Hassan, Anik Ul Hassan, Sari Hawari, Juyi He, Navreet Kaur Heer, Adam Michael Hicken, Ayera Hijazi, Kyle Robert Hobeck, Amelia Juliana Maria Halauko, Sarah Alyssa Hones, Samira Husseini, Jayi Hu, Stephen Lewis Hua, Marianne Huang, Yuntong Huang, Zhehao Huang, Zhen Huang, Deanna Carmela Huestis, Jialong Hui, Fallon Mariana Hunt, David Shu Huo, Mingyu Huo, Nicole Sophia Hupalo, Shabia Hussein, Shayan Ali Hussein, Shariar Hussein, Saida Farea Hussein, Ji-Min Huang. Yarim Huang. Michelle Ibrahim Shah. Sagal Idris Migane. Janat Iftikhar. Anne Ohayota Ikile. Daria Ilarionova. Tareem Iqbal. Aisha Irfan. Mahum Irfan. Mariam Israr. Sota Ito. Nikhil Iyer. Yana Sophia Jacobs. Arya Jafari. Sakshi Avinash Jagtap. Maha Jahangir. Leba Asaf Jamal. Madison Yancey. Daniel Andre Jardine. Sarah Jassem. Nicholas Jensen DeMatos. Aliyah Abbas Jessa. Feng Hao Ji. Yu Zhang. Manisha Johal. Piper Elizabeth Johnson. Malcolm Simone Jones. Christina Joseph. Ishita Joshi. Isha Juneja. Aisha Kabir. Amrita Kalon. Alexandra Callas. Janai Marie Kalicharan. Lauren Tiana Camber. Nagam Kanan. Harveer Singh Kang. Savitru Kanuri. Krishna Chetankumar Kapadia. Sara Karbalai. Burgess Karbari. Tanya Kataria. Joseph Francis Katopo. Evelyn Carr. Navaldeep Kaur. Ankur Kaushal. Jessica Marie Kazarani. Zainab Irfan Kazi. Fatima Moizuddin. Ari Kelsey. Yusuf Emre Kenaroglu. Just a moment. Cyrus Stephen Kenyon. Lana Kabaz. Muhammad Yaman Kabaz. Faris Khalili. Abdullah Khan. Abdullah Khan. Aliza Gul Khan. Anas Nawed Khan. Anushe Khan. Hiba Khan. Laraib Khan. Omar Ahmed Khan. Divyesh Kanal. Samira Katab. Harman Kehara. Ramesha Kershed. Heeji Kim. Sang-hoon Kim. Sunny Yonseo. Kylie Lauren Kindry. Melissa King. Sushmita Kiri. Sirapab Klangfutsa. Catherine Anna Kosemba. Eleanor Hui Yan Ko. Tea Kolunjik. Yoshio Kondo. Sin Yu Kong. Nesma Kasima Koridek. Eduarda Corman Locio. Alicia Rachel Coilas. Samuel Jeffrey Kriwetz. Tim Kwang. Xing Tu Kwang. Aditya Kumar. Manav Kumar. Vaishnav Kuniraman. John Scott Laban. Jennifer Alexandria Lockman. Allison Lai. Chuk Hei Lai. Tin Hang Lai. Kieran Jed Lai Ji Fung. Justina Steva Tomasina Lamana. Alyssa Dawn Lancaster Robillard. Kyle Jason Robert Latre. Jackie Grace Lau. Daniel Conrad Laufer. Keisja Lavelle. Diem Rose Lay. Dukmin Lay. Victoria Van On Lay. Azaria Grace Forte Leal. Sadie Leal. Kelly Lee. Kyonho Lee. Rachel Yan Yi Lee. Sheila Lee. Tsai Chen Lee. Monica Leggin Singh. Audrey Leung. Oi Tung Misha Leung. Jian Lee. Kaifeng Lee. Ching Xuan Lee. Ritong Lee. Roshi Lee. Tony Hao Lee. Yu Lee. Hao Chu Liang. Brooke Lillian Lim. Ing Shu Lim. Muhammad Shamas Akhtar. Candidates from the University of Toronto, Mississauga who are being admitted to the degree of Bachelor of Science. Harjat Kaur Othwal. Sarav Bajaj. You're it. Abner Jesse Avasco.
On behalf of the University of Toronto, and by virtue of the authority vested in me, I hereby admit all of those candidates not here present to their degrees in absentia.
Amazing, thank you. As we conclude Convocation, I wish to thank you all for your participation and patience. To the families and friends and to those in the procession, let me say thank you. You have made this a more memorable event for each member of the graduating class. I'd like to thank President Merritt Gertler for presiding over today's ceremony. And I wish to thank as well the many other colleagues and friends of the university who participated in this convocation, whose names you will find in the program. I now invite the President to bring today's ceremony to a close.
As I bring this convocation ceremony to a close on this, your special day, I hope we will see you often in the years to come, and I invite you to stay connected. We'll be very interested in your journey, and we know that you will make an impact for the better in whatever path you choose. Concilium demissum est.